Hello. Hit. Hello. I'm not Slave 49. And this is the Minecraft. Right? Last time thing happened. And I'm not actually sure what happened. Let me see. What was I doing? Oh, right, I was here planting my canes. That's really loud. I'm gonna lower that down to 25%. There we go. Alright. So, my canes are fully planted. And let me tell you, there's some news in Minecraft right now. Okay, just recently, Mojang has released a snapshot for the next version of Minecraft. And in this snapshot, a rather drastic change was made. I'm gonna see if I can't get me another book here. Stop lagging, game. A certain change was made regarding health and the way health is handled and everything, and just all that. Now, basically, right, they changed how much health you can regenerate. Just at all. Kinda. They changed the way health regeneration works. Basically, whenever you're not at full health, and your hunger bar is high enough, the same way that it is now, you recover half a heart. But then you lose half of a little hunger unit. This is different from before, because before your hunger bar just went down, you know, at normal speed, whereas now it decreases rapidly and you can only recover 1.5 hearts before having to eat again. It's just really stupid. I don't know why they would do that. I don't know who ever thought that was a good idea. I mean, I don't know. That's just one of those things, right? Where you see that they're doing it, you know that they're doing it, and you just spend the entire time thinking, whoever thought that was a good idea, right? Like some of the stuff they got going on with the Xbox One. Just whoever. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of Xbox, I participated recently in the Hunt the Wumpus thing, where we all, a bunch of guys from my school, and girls take computer science. This has to do with computer science, by the way. We all hopped on a bus and we had a merry fun time. Let's see if I can't plant my carrots. No, that's solid. We hopped on the bus, and then we went to Microsoft. Actual Microsoft. Microsoft is like Disneyland for geeks. Or no, not even Disneyland. Disney World. Disneyland's watered down. But Disney World, let me tell you, you can't enchant hoes. Can you enchant rods? No? Okay, whatever. I don't care. Diamond swords? I don't really want to. Man, what am I gonna do now that my my thingaling is done here? Guess I could go find a nether fortress. Whatever. So we hop on a bus, we go to Microsoft, everyone's happy. And I mean, before that we had to program a game based on Hunt the Wumpus, right? Which is an old game. It is a really old game. You hunt a wumpus, just look it up. You can find the rules. It's not that complex. Just a little mushroom texture changes. That's cool. I like that. Makes me feel good about myself. Oh, there are 3 textures. That's good. That's good. I'm keeping this mushroom. So you can just look up the rules yourself. And oh god, I thought that pigman looked like something that was a lot more threatening for a minute. I'm gonna put a torch there. Is this the same mushroom? No, this is brown. So we go there, we hop in a bus, we do all that. I've said this like 3 times now, but screw it. I don't friggin' care. You think, ooh, oh right, yeah, that's why I didn't get that quartz. And then our program or our game is judged based on the style of coding that we used, and then the way that the game runs. Alright? Or it should be. As it is, there's a very strong bias towards games that are seen as being advanced. So, pretty much, if your game has 3D graphics in it, any 3D graphics, by the way, they don't have to be good at all, they can be terrible, you pretty much automatically win. It's terrible. It's terrible. Alright? So, my team's game won a runner-up spot. Alright? There were 39 teams, and we won a runner-up spot. There was there were 2 big prizes and 3 runner-up spots. I know for certain that if the competition wasn't sort of rigged in favor of the 3D graphics, that we definitely would have won the big prize. I know for certain. Just because... Damn it! Where? There. Well, that's one way to mine the quartz. God, what was I saying? Yeah, there are the 5 things, 5 prizes. We got one of the runner-up spots. And it's terrible. Okay? My game, our game, my group's game, group? Whatever. I have to go put my stuff back because I have way too much stuff and I can't loot anything. Okay. So, my group's game, it is good, right? I'm not gonna fall for your gypsy tricks anymore, demon! That's what you get. I'm the Highlander. There can only be one. Oh, what was I gonna say? Shapey Bum Bum! How'd you get out? Well, you know what, Shapey Bum Bum? I think you just need to get into the doorway. Okay. Go, go, go. Okay. There we go. Problem solved. So yeah, our game is good, right? The coding is good, and then the game runs smoothly. It runs flawlessly, right? It doesn't crash. We don't have any errors or anything. The judges recognize that. The other games that came in the runner-up spots were a really, really good, right? A really good form application, which, you know, when you're comparing against games that are developed in XNA that have actual graphics, then having something that's good is good. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Anyway, so that guy did that. There were other games that had graphics in it. I mean, it wasn't just mine. It's just that mine was kind of one of the best. So, just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Okay, I have enough space now. What was the other one? The other runner-up, if I remember correctly, was... God, what was it? You know, I can remember... I can remember the 2 winners and then that one form. What was the other one? I think the other one was, Oh, right, yeah, it was another form game. Except, they kind of treated it like XNA, right? So they had graphics moving around on screen, except the graphics were actually just panels that they set background images to, and it just didn't work, right? Windows forms are not meant to play games like that. Also, it crashed as soon as they tried to fire a missile. So, there's that. Clearly didn't bug test their game very well. Then there were the two winners. First off, right, and here's something that I really don't like about the two winners, okay? The entire time we were programming the game, right, we were told to follow the specifications that we were given. The instructions for programming the game, doing this, doing that, doing all this, exactly to the specifications. The two winners didn't follow the specifications. They didn't follow the basic rules that they were supposed to. And they still won. All because they looked flashy. Okay? The game that I made, the game that my group made, looked flashy. Yeah. But it also followed the specifications perfectly. Okay? But no. No. Okay, you know, hunt the Wumpus. You're supposed to be in a hexagon room. Hexagon thing. You got hexes everywhere, going from room to room trying to hunt the Wumpus. The first place winner, well, not really first place winner, but come on, it is the first place winner. We don't care what title you're trying to hide it behind. It was the first place winner. It's just that. The first place winner was a game called Dust Bowl, which they were advertising like mad, by the way. They had actual posters printed for this game. And then, it was this 3D game, right? Right? It had 3D graphics. And when I say it had 3D graphics, I mean it had the most basic 3D graphics possible. Okay? There was a basic triangle mesh for the ground, and then there were squares for the buildings, and then unanimated, just pre-Nintendo 64 era-esque models for the people. And then that won first place. Not only that, it didn't even follow the specifications. You weren't in a cave of any kind, okay? You were hunting the Wumpus. But that's about all there was in common. So they didn't follow the specifications at all. They didn't. And then they just won first place because they had crappy 3D graphics. The second place winner was better. It at least followed the specifications more, although it really didn't. I don't know why, but they decided to forego the whole trivia aspect of Hunt the Wumpus, which was how it was supposed to be set up. You know, you do everything through trivia. You try to buy an arrow, you gotta go and answer some trivia questions. You gotta do this, answer some trivia questions. Instead, they just disregarded that whole thing. There's trivia. There's trivia in their game, but there's no actual reason to do it. I'm not sure if there's any benefit to answering the trivia. I'm pretty sure you just hit trivia and then a trivia question pops up. And you can answer it, and you don't really get or lose anything. So that's wrong, right? Also, the game crashed, again. Our game, aside from that one form application that I was talking about, that was really well designed, not the one that they tried to treat like XNA. Aside from that one, all of the winners, except for my groups, crashed or had issues, or didn't follow the specifications at all. I mean, I wouldn't really mind if they just disobeyed the specifications a little, you know? All of the games have to do that in order to get their sort of style going, except for mine, because, you know, I'm just pro like that. I'm gonna kill you! There we go. And I can't get the gas tears. Great. Maybe. Maybe. Can I get gas tears? No? No gas tears for me. Well, you get that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, maybe if they just disobeyed it a little, but no. This Dust Bowl thing that won the entire competition, it didn't follow the specifications at all. All it had going for it was that the main antagonist was named Wumpus, so you were technically hunting the Wumpus. And then it had 3D graphics. That's all it had going for it. If it was a 2D game, like my game, it would have lost. But no. Just because it had 3D graphics, it won first place. This exact same thing happened last year, by the way. Okay? A game had 3D graphics. One game had 3D graphics. It was terrible otherwise, but it had 3D graphics, so it won. It's really great judging process there, guys. Okay? I don't know what kind of horribly biased judges they have at Microsoft, but clearly they're horribly biased if they pick one game over all the other ones based on the way it looks alone, when it doesn't even look that good, and not its actual performance or its adherence to the specifications that were given. Because if it was actually judged fairly based on what we were supposed to be getting judged on, then it would have lost. And I would have taken home the first prize. You know why? Because my game, okay, my game runs smoothly. It never crashes. Okay, I ironed out all of the errors. Well, I mean, when I say I mean my group and I, obviously. I didn't do everything on my own. I had help with that. You know, we all had specific jobs that were assigned to us. And so we did that. So yeah, my group's game ran smoothly, had no errors, didn't do anything bad, nothing, and we only got a runner-up slot. All because, for whatever reason, the judges think that terrible-looking 3D graphics, without adherence to the guidelines that we were given, outweighs actual quality. You know, in the end, I guess that's kind of like the video game market today, where people are saying, "Oh, the graphics in that game suck. It must suck." Like that, just over and over and over again. Except the graphics in my game don't suck. They're just 2D sprites. I mean, really. I don't know. I could just rant on and on about how the entire judging process for the Wumpus was a load of crap, but I won't. I mean, I will, but I won't on video anymore. Totally continue to complain to everyone else because that's a load of crap. Really? They just won. They won because they knew the most basic the most basic 3D graphics, okay? They knew how to create 3D graphics just on the most basic level. They got some models somewhere. Maybe they made them. Who knows? And then they put them in a game that's not even right. And then they win. Look at it this way. You get assigned like an English paper or something, right? And the English paper is about... Okay, you're supposed to be writing about Hitler or some crap like that. About how Hitler was a bad guy. And instead of writing a paper about Hitler and how he was a bad guy, you made a collage about a man with a Hitler mustache. He's not Hitler, but he has a Hitler mustache. And it's a pretty collage. I mean, you just kind of disregarded the entire actual assignment, but it's pretty! And then you get, not only do you get 100% on the assignment, you get extra credit because it looked pretty. When if you actually just wrote the assignment like normal and you did the same thing where you made your assignment about some guy with a Hitler mustache who's not even Hitler, you would have failed. So yeah. It's a very well polished turd. That's the point that I'm getting at. Actually, it's not even very well polished. And it's not even really a turd either. It's not a bad game on its own. It's just It's not what the assignment was at all. It's not. Also, this is another episode of Let's Listen to Not Slave 49 Complain. That should just be a series. Okay? I just kind of destroyed my own crops. So, this has gone on for... Yeah. I'm going to be done for now. Until the next time, everybody. I'm Not Slave 49. Sheeps. Good night.